the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Here we go from South Philly. We'll get this up past the 20. As Ravens set up the So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Cougar 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, Warriors 70, Mustang 19, Cub 19, Cub 19.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Makes that rookie throw. 17. Just shy of the Eagles. That's the way to get started. Pick up the 17, and they throw a quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And will manage to get this ahead for a
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Okay, ready?
They'll go up here with 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's Hill. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day like swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. This is a great reason why. Ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Rocco 80. 19 Lion. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Dion Coleman. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Philadelphia.
At the 31-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll try to get the running game going. This first carry, but some space around as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got the 20-21 rifle. That's Devontae Smith.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 Bronco. Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. And he just A.J. Brown. sail
Saints
through
take
the
over
end zone
first and
for
10
a touchdown.
at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. They walk forward to the 40-yard line. Getting in there to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
5. Second and 5. Again, it's Edwards. Could be stopped after pickup of about 3. Sacked off. Well, it's the stop.
After that short team gets them a little closer to the first down mark. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On the move left. Eagles picks this one out there. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision. So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. We can't help.
For a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 5.
Viking 18!
To throw. Over the middle and find his run down. Wilson and Dixon backs now before it picks up the first down. After a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! 18 Cardinal, eh? Huh.
Outfield up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get it down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check out.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
Down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 8.
Tight, 19 tight. Tight. 60 up, 60 back, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll drop the throw. Now a deep ball for the end zone. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Elliott good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend their first-quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Now an opening past the 30. And then they set it up in short field. What a tremendous kick return.
The Saints
Boy,
take
what
over
a
first
return
and 10.
right there. I mean, just a complete
39
breakdown by
yards.
this kickoff team. He's able to get loose up that right sideline, and fortunately, they're able to get him down eventually, but not until he sets his offense up for a big start field.
The ball carried by
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long. Here's Shuck.
When his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays, that's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
No issues there. This one is good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Now, a handoff to Edwards. After a pickup of 1 quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Trap 60. Let's go now. Set.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
They decided who played offense and who played defense. The guys who called the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a back.
And that is incomplete. And the ball is arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. This one is good. He knocks this through. The Saints get their 1st points of the game. They trail 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Check out.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So back-to-back nice runs. This one good for 11. And another 1st down at the 37-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult.
2nd and 10.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Clark to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Here now, 3rd and 5.
18, Pioneer. Panther 60. 79 Bronco. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Decision. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this
It's
field
Jake
goal.
Elliott time
A
for the Eagles.
46-yard attempt.
This will be a 46-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will open up a 17-3 lead. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down.
Go! Steady, right?
Following the penalty, a run. Keeping stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Deep in the middle, he's got to complete the total. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
On the run to the right. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Oh, clear goal, left side. And he's going to bring this one back. Look at this. Touchdown Saints. The extra point try forthcoming.
The kicker on for the point after.
He gets it to go. And the Saints are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Saints 10.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This field in at about the 9. As he dropped down, he has to take a decent field position to start this game.
Here we go, set! Cougar Knights, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
On the ground. And picked out by 3 or maybe 4. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now! Back at 60! Warriors, 17!
Now they're set up to throw.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while it certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Not much happening there, just a short game. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go! 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat! 18 Rattler, 18
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got it. And he'll take this one big. Touchdown, Eagles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate on this defensive pressure. I said revisiting this game again. They obviously felt good about it coming in. I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Showing off the big leg.
The Saints
Didn't
take
want a
over
defender
first
return,
and
so
10.
this ball
At their own
going to be spotted at the
35-yard line.
35-yard line.
of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and certainly not any team in the NFL wants to play. He stepped out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Now shut on third down. And that is incomplete.
Some of the most critical elements of the dynamic offense is how efficient are you on third down, something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
This will be returnable from his own 15. They cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Second down, they need 7. Now off the bootleg, we'll look to throw here. On the move is Edge. But up past the
It's a
35.
gain of 16 yards.
Good work out of the Cardinals. They get 16 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
On ground will go with Hill. Nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard.
These are the impact
Brings up
plays that
2nd
this
and
linebacker
11.
is capable of,
At the
Mike.
38
Not only
yard line.
dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Handoff here. Up the middle. He's very close to first down.
Starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So the Eagles use their first time out here. As the clock stops 37 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10. All run play. This is Hayden.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Eagles.
Second down.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal.
A
This
33-yard
from extra point
attempt.
range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
Is good.
So we are at this time.
Eagles 24. The Saints
It's
10.
the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown. Second down, and shut. This one brought in by Brown. Look at maybe 3 out of that one. Good set up third down. Gain of 4. And it's third down. From the gun, it's shut.
Quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top players in the league are still capable of over.
He went free. Right side. And he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. The extra point attempt to follow. It's up and it's good. Saints back within 7. It's 24-17. Before we get down on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
18, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Warriors 17, go.
Taken in by the tight end. Those brought down to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third
Drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll set up to play. And great determination as he gets nowhere to fix up to the first down.
First and 10.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Let's go.
Thrown back in the backfield. And he slips through an opening. Comes up with about 8. That is
throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 43, here's second and a yard. Out of the gun, he'll throw. It's complete. It's Justice Hill in the backfield. He's knocking down hard. He does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try to hand this one off. And that one is shut down pretty quickly. He'll get you to one second.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most times around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Throwing now from the gun. Rolling right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's taking out inside the 45-yard line. Eagles give him 11 on the scramble. 43-yard line. He set it down.
I think of all the things he does so well, Mike, it's his ability to extend plays as a runner that probably isn't talked about enough. I mean, he is a sneaky athlete whenever he has to turn to his legs, and if you don't account for him, he's more than capable of making it.
Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
First and 10, here's Shuck. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Touchdown Saints. Extra point try for Packers. The kick is good. And the Saints will tie this game at 24. So at the level after the touchdown, time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Watch on the return. It was stopped at the 17.
On the 17-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. On the run, is complete. Close to the 40-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, the ball, first down.
Big Burrows running forward for a couple. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 31, here is second down and 7. He'll look to throw. Contact during the ball loose. And it's going to force down third down.
7.
Let's go. Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther.
Then look to throw. Right side, he's got it. 15 in the air. That's good for an Eagles first down. 2nd and 8.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 60 Maverick!
To throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at
Ryan Brzee. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the end of get it. LA
Ready,
yelling.
ready! Here we go, here we go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. They're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
This is where the defensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback. Because this defense, they're on to it. They've had 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Now a screen set up for Pickett. And William has a couple of yards before he's out of the team.
He's just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Hold the ready!
2nd and 7.
18,
Shaheed in motion. Chuck to throw on 2nd down. He'll get that out to Edwards. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
gain of 18.
He gained 18 yards on that one. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating, and again, this is shot. It's going to be incomplete. Good work. Defender body down. Whistle around the catch. It'll force 3rd down. It's
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
from the gun on 3rd down. Shot. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to take this one all the way.
Touchdown.
70 yards.
The kicker on for
Touchdown,
the
New
extra
Orleans.
point.
The extra point is good. Chase was on 31.
Eagles 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the toss, they'll run. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
At the 24-yard
I
line.
can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Into the hands of Keon. They get 22 yards there. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the
This is a
46-yard
tricky
line.
part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and everything be tied and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator is struggling with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of those shortcomings elsewhere. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 24.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be out of bounds. The Eagles at the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Go!
Right back to the air following that pick six. Get rid of it and complete it.
It's a
Big
gain
strike for good yardage there
That's
all the
good
way
for
up to
Eagles.
midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
18 Rodgers, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
First and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here through the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
So these are the growing pains. You hear people talk about it all the time. Like you roll a quarterback out there in his rookie year, and you're going to have some ups and downs. And it's the decision-making that they want to see continue to get better, because even though he avoids the sack, he puts the ball in harm's way and ends up going the other way.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. The sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge of the 30. And they're not going to down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year. A number very few backs have reached in the history of the NFL.
The Saints will line up for
To
the
the air
two-point
is
conversion.
shot. To their lead.
Eagles 24.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will get cut down short. The shot at the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
He'll roll forward for about 3. It's second down.
Carl Henderson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Here's one.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up, and it's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make them catch them.
He's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge start.
He is
Brings up second and goal at the 12-yard line.
going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. He'll keep this himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
5-yard loss.
This defense is doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
Tight end going in motion here. And this drive goes from bad to worse. And a delayed game now on top. Last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. Even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. I think at this point in the game, Mike, you have things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21.
The Eagles
That's where
take
the
over
drive will
first and
begin.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. It's second down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Look them up on a second down and 8.
Let's go now.
On the inside, and a spirited run is somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
Down at the 26.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. Partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game. I like that call on third down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses defenses, Mike, on third down. They bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it.
Loss of 5 brings up second and 15 at the 29-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready, set, go.
All right.